Hi everyone, it's Lucy from Bringer of Light Tarot. I'm here to do Sagittarius' April 2024 tarot energy read. Like I say in my other videos, this is a general read. If it resonates, grab it. If it doesn't resonate, discard it. If little bits resonate, I say grab those. If you aren't a Sagittarius and you're listening to this and things resonate, I say grab it. Spirit wants to speak to us in all different types of ways. Also, it's all about learning where intuition is in your body and listening to our intuition and opening up those channels stronger to hear from Spirit, because Spirit wants to communicate with us always. So I have my Oracle deck here. I've pre-shuffled it. I'm going to take 2 cards from it, and that will be the energy of the read. And the 2 cards I've got, oh wow, ooh, these are nice, Sagittarius. Your first card is your Happy Family card. So that's a real time of like happiness, joy, appreciation, lightheartedness I'm getting, ease, real ease, the sun shining down on you. And I don't mean physically shining down on you, but just a real feeling of like how lucky you are, and just enjoyment and seeing people in your family and those of your loved ones around you. If you don't have family, people around you, and just join in time with them. And I've also got with that the 4th chakra. The 4th chakra is your heart chakra, and it's just that opening up of that, really standing firm in that joy, not letting any kind of other thoughts or any other emotions try to disturb that joy, but just a realization that you have every right to feel that joy. Okay, like you do. So when you're feeling that joy, stand firm in it. Just enjoy it. It's there for a reason, and it's a good feeling. So that's the energy read. Let's see what the tarots have to say for you, Sagittarius, for the month of April. I'm gonna shuffle the tarot, and again, this is a general read. I always do the same thing. I shuffle 3 times, quite heavy shuffle, and then I do a light shuffle. And when I feel like I need to stop or a card pops out, I stop. Oh. I lost count there, so I don't know if that's 3 times or if that's... So, for the highest of good, for the Sagittarius. There we go. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh. Oh, wow. Very cool. Very cool. I'm going to pull another one out from that. Just wait. Sorry, taking up a little bit of your time here. So I just want to get the energy of that card, and then we can go from there. Okay. All right. What I'm getting from this is like a real... Sagittarius, it's been a while since I think you felt this kind of joy, this kind of happiness, this kind of like freedom in your life. And the cards are really saying about standing firm in that freedom, and standing firm in that joy, and the joy of that freedom. You've deserved this. You've come a long way. So yes, I feel like in the recent past, you've got the 6 of Swords. I feel like you've been on a bit of a journey, okay? A bit of a mental health journey, a mental, emotional journey. You've had to leave things behind that maybe necessarily you didn't want to leave behind, but it's actually been for the betterment of your life. And I mean, that could be people, places, things that you've left behind, but it's you're starting to see now. And in April, you're going to really feel the fruits of all that. And yes, for the here and now, you've got, or this will be the beginning of April, you've got the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is about like standing firm in that new being, learning like it's newness, okay? But it's also learning to stand firm. I love how the sword's a bit bigger than she is, and so she's on balance, but I get the feeling of too, this is a new thing, a new feeling. She's feeling a bit awkward, and you overlaying that card, you've got the Sun, and that is that feeling of the awkwardness of this joy. The Sun is the best card in the deck, okay, along with this 10 of the Happy Families, which is like the 10 of Cups. Okay. In the tarot deck, you've got the sun, and those are really, really joyful, beautiful cards. But it's that awkward feeling of like, I've never felt this before, and I don't know if I can contain this, and I don't know if I should feel this way. And, or if I have a right to feel this way. So like other feelings are coming in, and a little bit of guilt, a little bit of self-sabotage, a little bit of imposter syndrome is coming into that. And over top, so I'm going to go into the upper and outer. You've got the devil card, okay? And the devil card is, I believe, that old way of thinking, that old way of being a bit pessimistic, an old way of just like having joy. And I really feel Sagittarius is quite a joyful sign. They're usually quite outgoing and stuff like that. But it's also, there's a darkness behind Sagittarius too, where they're their biggest self-doubters. They're their biggest self-critics. And I feel like that's going to be a little bit in your mindset still. And that's okay. But Spirit is really saying, don't let that devil take away the happy families and the new feeling and the sun on you and the joy that this freedom that you felt. Don't get wrapped up in the bondage of old ways, because when new patterns are being, okay, I don't know why I said, but anyway, when new patterns are being created in our brain, so like this joy, I really feel this new type of joy is like a new pattern. And when you're older, actually, you can sometimes feel like when you're learning something, you can actually feel the brain working and making new patterns. And the brain wants to go, and the brain is flesh, okay? The spirit's not flesh, and your spirit knows deep down inside, and that's why we have this justice card here. Deep down inside of you, you know that that the courts in the spirit realm are saying you have every right to feel this way. You have every right to have joy. You have every right to feel fantastic, okay? But this upper brain and the devil wants to wrap you up in bondage again, okay? And wants you to go back to that old way. The brain wants to go back to its old patterns where it's quite comfortable, even if those comfortable patterns are negative, okay? That's your brain saying that. And the brain is flesh. The brain can be controlled, okay? The brain can be worked on, and it can be trained to have new patterns. So it's that training that, like, I have this joy, allowing yourself to sit in that joy, feel that joy, and allow the new patterns to grow through your body, and allow joy. It took me a long time to feel like deep joy and deep love inside of me. I was just so used to, my body was so used to rejecting it and saying I didn't deserve it, or it was scary, or something bad was going to happen to me if I actually relaxed in this. And that's from past traumas. And I'm just like now coming in the last like 10 years, probably in the last 7 years, coming to a place where I can actually sit in joy for a while. And these feelings don't cross my mind. They still like to nag, they still like to niggle, but I can actually sit in there and feel joy in my body, feel joy in my heart. And again, that's that fourth chakra of allowing that heart to be open, allowing that joy to flow through you, and actually practicing it. And it is practice. It is practice. It's not something, especially if you're not used to it and your body is not used to feeling good and not used to having like good feelings flooding through it. You're used to giving good feelings to others, but not receiving those good feelings yourself, Sagittarius. It will take some time, but April is a month of learning to sit in that joy and actually really enjoying it and allowing yourself and allowing your body to experience it and allowing your body to practice experiencing it, so that when that joy keeps coming, you can hold on to it for longer and longer and longer. And the devil, I'm not talking about a spiritual, physical devil. I'm talking about the brain, the flesh, those old patterns of thinking can't take it away anymore. Or if they do try to do kind of trickle in there, that you're able to go and get rid of them, because your body is now used to feeling good endorphins, feeling goodness. So that's that. Wow. Anyway, into the near future in April, you got the Two of Wands. And I really feel like, yeah, this joy is a new thing. It's a new passion. And in this card, it's hard to see with the reflection. I need to get better light. But anyway, can you see he's tied to the two posts? And sometimes I look at that as a negative thing, and he's looking at the bird. I'm actually seeing these two posts as your new joy in your life. And I'm saying, tie yourself to it. Sit in that position. Sit in that new way of being, and enjoy it. Practice it, okay? Enjoy your family. Enjoy the bird, okay? Tie yourself to this. Don't let anyone steal that joy. Don't let yourself. And I think Sagittarius, you're the first one to take the joy away so no one else does it. And you don't feel that trauma of someone else taking it away from you. You want to like cover your bases. And it's really learning that you tie yourself to this. Okay, you practice this. No one can take it away from you, and you can't take it away from you anymore. That's number one important. So I hope that resonates. Again, if it doesn't resonate, Sagittarius or whoever's listening to this, just discard it. But I really feel that strongly in you. So, okay, in your power position, you got the Four of Pentacles. I think that goes along with this Two of Wands, okay? You're tied to this. You're practicing that joy. You're practicing feeling your heart chakra. You're practicing allowing that presence of joy and love in your life and sitting it and practicing it in the body, feeling it in the body and allowing it to change the way your body and your mind function. You got the Four of Pentacles, which can be a real hoarding card, a real hold on card, but I'm feeling really, positive about this card. This is in your power place. I think you actually are going to be able to hold on to this. I think this is actually something that you are going to be able to get a grasp of, and you're going to hold on to it. And this joy is going to grow more and more and more in your life. Okay. It's going to be more abundance in your life because you're going to realize through holding this joy that you actually deserve this abundance. Okay. That you actually deserve, and you have every right as a person here on earth to feel that happiness in you, to feel that joy in you, no matter what your past circumstances are. Okay. Every day we're born into a new being, like we're a new being. We wake up, it's a new day. You're allowed to. So don't let those past circumstances, those past thoughts, those past traumas take away the joy that you have today. Okay. So hold on to it, and your abundance is going to grow and grow and grow. So be a bit hoardy with your joy. I feel, Sagittarius, you're so used to having joy flow through you. Don't let it sit in you long, but you give it right out. You give it out to everyone else. And I feel like this month is to contain that joy. Learn to let that joy fill you up, Sagittarius, and then wait, the flood. So anyway, this one always looks like a sad card in this deck, and it's not a sad card. It's the Nine of Pentacles. And this is how people view you. She looks a bit like, but I don't think she's, I think people view you as having a really lovely life and being a really lovely person and being really quite out there and outgoing and giving of yourself. And actually, I look at these rocks as like physical adventures that you've had in life, like these adventures that you've had on earth, and people see you as this quite, this person that's had a quite exciting, outgoing life. I don't know why she looks so down, but and I feel like Spirit has helped you build that life. So stand firm in that when you doubt yourself, that people outside of you look at you and go, that's one cool person. They've really done a lot with their life. You know, they may not have everything, but boy, oh boy, they've lived their passions, you know, and that's kind of a Sagittarius thing. We don't sit still for long. Like we're a bit get up and go-y in the sense of new adventures and stuff like that. Now, sitting in this joy, and I know, Sagittarius, this is you, this is in your hopes and your fears, okay? And I think this card is going to fall into both of them. So there's going to be a balance. And this is where Spirit is really talking to me about this balance. You've got the Emperor card. Some people look at the energy of the Emperor as a very negative thing, and it's not in this, okay? But I think, Sagittarius, that is your fear, that you're going to be bullshit, that you're going to be arrogant. If you have joy in your life and you're sitting in that joy and you're sitting in that confidence of that joy, that you're going to come across as arrogant, show-offy, a know-it-all, all that kind of thing. And Spirit is saying, nope, you won't, because you won't allow yourself to do that, okay? You would never allow yourself to do that. So don't even get the fear out of there. But what I feel Spirit is saying is that you are allowed to sit strongly and confidently in that joy, and that there should be no shame in that, okay? That it's yours to hold, it's yours. And again, I learned this from someone else today, so I like to give reference where reference is due. The Emperor, what was that person says? They need to fill themselves up. They need to do their own thing. They need to have, so for you, you need to have that joy so that your kingdom can be in order, and the Emperor is in charge of the kingdom. So that's a balanced Emperor. You get yourself all balanced in order, fill yourself up with joy, and I'll tell you, your kingdom is going to be that much more stronger, that much more happier, that much the people around you are going to be so blessed by you. And I know, Sagittarius, that's a big thing for you, is how the people around you feel. So yeah, Don't be afraid to stand firm in that, sit in that, practice that joy, that happiness, that love, that self-love, that, oh, it's just like so much this April that's going to be given to you, and it's going to be a real growth spurt. So your outcome card is interesting. It is the Seven of Cups. And the Seven of Cups, this one's quite a positive one. The Seven of Cups is like a lot of emotional choice, right? But I look at it that you're actually going to see your emotions for what they truly are. Emotions, that they flow, that they're water. Does that make sense? That that we are complicated people, but we can be really comfortable in that. That joy is going to come into your life, that you're going to be able to see the emotions for what they are. They're not necessarily the reality. They change very quickly, and they change with our perception of things, and they change with how we feel about things. So when we feel joy inside of us, those negative cups will disappear. And you go, where did they go? Where did they go? Well, they disappeared because your perception and your feelings have changed. So they're not actually reality. We create our own reality by how we feel. So if we allow ourselves to feel really good about things, and practice feeling joy in our bodies, and practice looking at positiveness, and practice looking at things, and I'm not trying to be a self-help guru, but it's just the reality of it, is that those negative cups disappear, and you have more positive cups in there. So there's a lot of choice there. And I feel like it's a real, like when you feel this joy and this love and this self-love and this, all these feelings that are becoming into you, where this kind of this crust over your heart, this crust over your perception field over here just kind of breaks and cracks even wide open, you're going to realize that emotions are, to a degree, a choice, and they can be changed by perception, if that makes sense. And because I was a bit confused by that card, I picked another card to go over at the top of it, and you got the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords, again, is a very powerful card. It's a very fast-moving card. You're not going to be the bull in the china shop, okay? But you're going to move forward with this, okay? This is really going to bless people in your lives, and you're going to be able to communicate this to other people in a really strong way. And no, you're not going to be the bull, okay? The bull is just a really strong animal that's going to take you. It's that passion, but you're not going to be knocking things down, and you're not going to be over people, and you're not going to be the emperor, okay? You're not going to be arrogant. Like, I'm talking, the emperor is not arrogant. A balanced emperor is actually a really beautiful thing, okay? A balanced emperor is a really powerful thing. An unbalanced emperor is not a good thing, okay? You're going to be a balanced emperor, okay? Sagittarius, you're not going to let yourself get arrogant. You just don't. There's no capacity in you to allow that, okay? It would make you feel sick to your stomach if you even felt, and that's the whole point of this, is I think Sagittarius is so used to giving joy to everyone else that they don't feel much joy in their lives, and Spirit is saying, nope, the month of April 2024, Sagittarius, you're going to feel joy, you're going to practice joy, and we're going to do it. And we're going to bless you, and you're going to come to a new perception of things. And yeah, it's just going to make your life very different. So what an exciting read, Sagittarius. And I'm going to admit to it. No, I'm not going to win it. Yeah. I'm excited for you, Sagittarius. Blessings. I hope this blesses you. If you're not a Sagittarius and this is kind of where you're at, take